Well, here we are. It is the first day of school for several districts in Western Washington, including Bellevue, Federal Way, Lake Washington, North Kitsap, Gig Harbor, and Sumner. And of course, we want to wish everybody a great first day back. And I want to tell you also that the biggest school districts, such as Seattle, will be welcoming students back tomorrow. And police departments in our area, they're reminding parents to be careful what you share online. That includes back-to-school pictures. Redmond Police posted this reminder not to share the names of your child's school, teacher, or any information that could be used to answer security questions. Seattle Police Sergeant Sean Martinell and forensic operational psychologist Dr. Stacy Chiquette are here with us this morning. And I wanted to ask you too, do you have any advice for parents who are trying to balance celebrating a milestone with their kids with also protecting them online? We can start with you.
Yes, I think it's so important for parents to get to celebrate first day of school and first dance recital and sports events. And we don't want parents to feel like they can't celebrate those and post photos, but we want to remind them not to post identifying information. It's totally fine to have your child's first name and their favorites, favorite teacher, favorite subject, favorite color, but we don't need to have the name of their school or their last name or other things that individuals can use to identify them out in the community or online.
And what are you seeing from a police department's perspective?
We have a lot of predators online that prey on our children, and we don't want to make it easier for them to find this information and make it easier for them to go after our kids.
Absolutely. We know this can be very scary. We know sextortion has become an increasing risk for teens, strangers on the internet who are posing as peers, sending friend requests, and even threatening to release embarrassing photos of children, which are sometimes even AI generated. So, Doctor, I wanted to ask you, why do you think that we're seeing a rise in these types of cases?
I mean, we have more kids online now than ever before, and I think that kids have really evolved to value their online friendships equally to the way that they value their real world friendships. They're equally important for their social emotional development, and predators go where children are, and children are online. And a lot of times they're online unsupervised. Parents have this idea that if they're playing games for children, Minecraft, Roblox, they're just with other children and they're safe. But actually, because predators go where children are, that is where all of the child predators go as well.
And how's law enforcement adapting to try to keep up with these predators who are using technology in these ways?
So the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force in Washington, we get all of these through cyber tips that come from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. So my office, we get about 2,000 of these cyber tips a month, and around 200 of them have to deal with sextortion throughout the state, and around 50 of them per month in the Puget Sound area.
Wow, did you say per month?
Per month.
That's a stark number, and so that's why it's more important now than ever to be aware of this. It is happening in our area.
Yes.
And I wanted to end with the advice that you both have for parents who are trying to navigate letting their children be online or on social media maybe for the first time. And we'll start with you, Doctor, for this one.
Yeah, it's never too early to talk to our kids about internet safety. I think that, you know, those of us that didn't grow up with this technology at our fingertips tend to overlook that. We talk to kids about safety in the real world and safe touching versus unsafe touching and tricky people, but we don't talk to them about how to identify tricky people on the internet. How do you know if somebody is actually your age? How do you know if somebody's a tricky person on the internet? They're not respecting your boundaries. They're asking you to do things that are unsafe. And we need to talk about the difference between safe photos and unsafe photos. And if we can create a space where our children can come to us with those questions and we can have those dialogues of curiosity, we can really help keep them safe.
That's great advice. And what would you add here?
We need to be a safe place for our kids to come to us as the parents so that they feel comfortable talking to us about these things. When this happens to them, it's the most embarrassing thing for them. And they need to know that there's a trusted adult that they can go to, and that's where we can start the investigation process.
Thank you both so much for your time. I know we can never be too careful. Of course, we want to be excited for the first day of school, but it's great to have this information top of mind. So I want to say thank you both so much for being here with us.
Thank you.